Bray Wyatt was on fire when WrestleMania 30 came around. He had defeated Daniel Bryan in a Match of the Year quality matchup at Royal Rumble. He toppled the Shield with the Wyatt family in the epic six-man tag team match at Elimination Chamber. Now he's going to fight John Cena in what I thought was going to be his crowning moment, his Hello World moment, where he would finally break the barriers and become a main event star. At the time, I was still at this casual fan mentality where I thought, oh, well, Bray Wyatt's going to go over. Like, that's clearly what's going to happen. Like, that's the logical thing to do. And that did not happen, but I'll get to that in a minute. But, like, I ultimately did enjoy the match. I hated the ending. Like, it was more based on storytelling than actual, wrestling, because it showed Bray Wyatt trying to play the Joker and John Cena's trying to play Batman to an extent. He's ultimately Superman, but he's trying to play Batman in this role where, like, the build up prior to this was John Cena claims he's afraid of Bray Wyatt a week after he had made a comedy joke about Bray Wyatt, calling him a hillbilly, homeless person. Way to go, Superman. Yes, insult the homeless. Like, yes, that's clearly what a good guy should do. Um, and then John Cena says he's afraid of Bray Wyatt because he doesn't know what his plan is. Like, he doesn't care about winning. Like, they kept stressing that Bray Wyatt doesn't care about winning so long as he gets to destroy everything John Cena worked his life to build. And I, like, should have saw that, like, yeah, he's going to go over. Like, he's going to go over in this match. Like, I was still in the denial that, oh, well, he put over Daniel Bryan, and now he's going to put over Bray Wyatt. Like, he's going to make the up and coming guy get the victory and get their hello world moment. But I was wrong. I was horribly, horribly wrong. Like, I could bonk the Nexus issue that happened and say, oh, well, John Cena reportedly said he was sorry about what happened, even though I kept saying, well, why don't you fix it? Because you can still technically fix this. You just make the Nexus look stronger than another show. But that never happened, and I should have. But I, like, stopped watching WWE for a bit after the Nexus Slam match because I felt like something was wrong with the Nexus angle, like something that should have happened didn't happen, and they just screwed it all up. But yeah, I looked back on it and I was like, wow, John Cena did nothing to fix this. So that apology he made to Edge and Chris Jericho meant nothing. So the match was basically storytelling based than it was actual wrestling. Like, there was wrestling involved, kind of obvious, but it wasn't John Cena's best match, but it was probably Bray Wyatt's second best match next to Daniel Bryan at that time in a singles competition where he's trying to be the Joker pretty much, where he kept laughing every time when Cena punched him, every time, like Batman does to the Joker, like he would laugh and Batman would just get pissed off that he can't get this effect on the Joker. Like, normally everyone would fear the Batman. The Joker wasn't. He would do anything he could to turn Batman into him, try to make him a killer. So, yeah. And I really did love the storytelling that was going on in the match. Like, I was really gripping on the edge of my seat. Like, I was really desperate for John Cena to either lose this match or to see him become the monster. Like, I thought this would be another chance to turn him heel, which ultimately did not happen. And there was one BS moment in this match that I knew fucked everything up. Because that was ultimate BS. Like, Bray Wyatt grabs the steel chair, hands it to John Cena, tells him to strike him down with all his anger, pretty much, trying to play Emperor Palpatine now, saying, prove your legacy to me, and finish me, which I thought was awesome. And John Cena gets his angry look on his face, and the referee is saying, don't do this, John, that's not who you are, and the audience behind Bray Wyatt is waving their hands in the air in this dark cult-like atmosphere. So the audience was behind John Cena, was not really behind John Cena, they were behind Bray Wyatt. And John Cena looks like he's about to strike Bray Wyatt in the head, which would have been awesome because I miss seeing a steel chair shot. Plus, this is John Cena. He would have not been fine, most likely. Probably. Nah, I don't really think so. And instead, he hits Eric Rowan with the chair, and I called BS on that. Like, bullshit! Okay, that was bullshit! Not because John Cena didn't give in, not because of this, but it should have ended in disqualification immediately after that, because that should have what happened. The minute John Cena used that weapon, the referee saw it. Why didn't a disqualification victory go to Bray Wyatt? Like, that's what should have happened. But no, that was pretty much protects John Cena. He's got, like, we can't have him look weak. And Bray Wyatt tries to go for this roll up and fails, and then John Cena hits him with the AA, and I was pissed off, like, oh, come on, man. Did you really have to be Hulk Hogan for today? I get it because you hung out with him, therefore his ego ran wild on you. So yeah, and like I was pissed off. Like I was the most disappointing match of the night because I was the second most disappointing match of the night. I'll get to that one in a future video where I felt like it should have been, quite frankly, the other way around. Bray Wyatt should have gotten that victory. Like there were. It came out. It was also weird to me, like how Bray Wyatt should have attacked John Cena after the match, like to get some heat back, but it didn't work. Instead, Bray Wyatt gets carried out of the ring by his fellow army of Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and John Cena goes out of the ring and hugs some child, and like I'm thinking, fuck a doodle doo, what a fucking happy ending for him. Oh fuck you, and like. Someone named Tucker commented saying this: Wyatt lost nothing by losing, but Cena certainly lost a lot by winning. The man shows no weaknesses. Or weakness. And Bray Wyatt did technically lose a lot by losing. Like, this would not really cement him as a... That they didn't slam the glass ceiling on him yet. That would happen at Extreme Rules in their cage match, which I think was the worst cage match in history. Well... I've certainly seen worse, but in terms of what should have happened in that match, it definitely was the worst for me. Bray Wyatt was screwed that day, in my opinion. Like John Cena already beat up Luke Harper and Eric Rowan in that match, and he beats up Bray Wyatt. So how am I supposed to take the Wyatt family seriously after that? It took forever for them to get their momentum back. Like even now, they're still struggling trying to get relevancy. Ever since that big breakout moment should have happened for Bray Wyatt, that didn't happen, and that started making me hate John Cena as a character and backstage guy because it looked like he was not going to put anyone over. Like I thought, oh well, maybe he's going to put over Daniel Bryan, and he kind of did, but really at the same time didn't. I'll get to that in a video but I will say this: it mostly pissed me off when prior to Money in the Bank, John Cena says, "When I got hurt, I gave the belt to Bryan," and I'm thinking, you seriously did not just say that, you fucking asshole. So yeah, I was disappointed in this match, how it ended. Like I loved how storytelling based it was, where he's trying to tempt John Cena to the dark side, pretty much. Well, Paul Heyman was trying to tempt John Cena to the dark side. Bray Wyatt was trying to turn him into a killer, pretty much. He was trying to play Joker to Batman, but in this case, Joker to Superman, where he's trying to make John Cena do the wrong thing in the storyline. And I really loved that about the match, but I never looked back on it because it should have been Bray Wyatt's coming out party, not another John Cena saves the day mentality. And like I was disappointed by that, and to this day I feel like it should have went the other way. Well, this was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.